So today we have a surprise. We are in Epic Universe. So first we're going to try the How to Train Your Dragon portal of the park. Wow, this is, when they say immersive, this is the definition of that. Thankfully here at Universal they let adults order the kids menu, so I got a cheeseburger, fries, grapes. I think that's a pretty big meal for around $10. Of course, this meal was very limited at the meat, I think is where we're at. So Eli just has 3 bowls of fries. But hopefully we can find someplace later that's got some chicken fingers. But this is a great air-conditioned place to eat. It's dark. Now, the music is quite loud, but you can see he's got his headphones on, so he's in a world all of his own. The lighting is not great in here, but I was going to go over that. My plan for the day kind of all got changed because I'm not sure if a mess up happened on my part or Universal's part, but we have applied for Universal's version of the disability pass online. I submitted all of his paperwork, including his IEP, and I got an email saying that he had been approved and gave us a temporary card that I printed out and I brought with me to the park. It also said I would receive a phone call to go over some details. I never got the phone call. I think that's where the mistake happened. I should have then called them when I didn't get the phone call, but when I arrived here to show my temporary card, thinking that they would then give me the actual card that we use to give to the team members that work here, that was not the case. I need to speak to someone in guest services, I believe, to go over the details of his disability, and that's where I'm thinking, okay, maybe he's not approved, even though we submitted the IEP and I got that email. And so this is a very sticky situation because I assume I need to have Eli sit next to me while I explain why he has difficulties with waiting in line, and I don't want to talk about the negative things with him sitting next to me. So now we're here at the park and my whole itinerary of everything we were going to do has changed because we're waiting around for our time slot to speak to someone in guest services. Now the park is open until 10 p.m. so we have plenty of time, but he also doesn't want to stay in the park all day long. So I'm thinking on my feet now with what's best to do. Almost all of the wait times here is not something he's going to be able to handle, and if I knew we weren't going to have the disability pass, I would have structured this day differently. And of course, as part of being an autism mom, you got to think on your feet, and I misstepped somewhere, and I'm okay with getting on YouTube and being honest that I didn't get something right, because maybe that will happen to someone else. I think it's okay to make mistakes if you can learn from them, and then maybe someone else will see this video and don't make the mistake that I made. So I would say, if Universal does not call you, you make sure that you call them, so you skip having to have this awkward in-person conversation with someone once you get to the park, and then that to take time away from your day and also mess up your plans. So we're eating and we're waiting and enjoying the ambience. He's doing fine with that so far. Hopefully this wait won't be too much longer, but I will update you more when that happens. I can tell you that a system that I love here is you go to your table and there's a QR code. When you scan that, it will bring up the menu and it will look like this. You then look for the items you want, you put it in your cart, and you check out. You let them know what your table number is. Then they deliver the food to you. And for us, we got our food in less than 5 minutes. this test out having to do any line to get the sit comfort. I wish this was available at the Disney parks. This is great. So I just got the text messages that they called up our name to go back to guest service. Oh, something just sprayed me with water. So I'm nervous about this. I hope this works out. If not, it's fine. I just wish it would have been told ahead of time that he didn't qualify for this than getting an email saying that he did. So I guess we'll just see where it is. And I get worked up about it beforehand. We'll just see what they tell us. Okay, so I want to explain to you what just happened. We went to ask about the disability pass, and we talked about how you struggle with waiting in line, how your body just either wants to move forward or you want to be still, but taking one step at a time is hard, and you get hot and all the things. And so what they're going to do for us is give you these express passes, I believe. So we are still going to wait in line, but the short line. There's two lines for most rides. There's the regular line, that's kind of a really long line. Yeah, I know you wouldn't like that. Or there's like the shortcut line. So we're going to use these throughout the day to take the shortcut line. So there still will be some waiting in line, just not as long, okay? Just so you understand. Still some lines, but not as bad. Okay. So that went really well. I was sweating that, and I had him wear his headphones and play the video so he wasn't hearing the things that I was saying. Here's the thing. When I first talked to him about this, he said, why am I getting a disability pass? I'm not disabled. And why he's saying that is because we kind of raised him with telling him that his brain works differently. Autism technically does classify you as having a disability, but we always want him to have the mindset that he could do anything that anyone else could do. Maybe he's got to do a little bit differently, maybe he's got to work a little bit harder at it, but he can do what neurotypical people do. So he doesn't see himself as having a disability, he sees himself as having a different thinking brain. So coming to something like this was confusing to him because his mindset is different, if that makes sense. So, anyways, I'm just going to let all that go. Now we are here for our official theme park, and we're going to ride some rides. I've never done express passes before. I've never done a disability pass with him before, because I always want him to try to do everything neurotypical kids can do. But this is the one day that I was going to do that because it's incredibly expensive to come here. There's not a lot of rides, so the wait times are extremely long. I've seen one that was 195 minutes. Right now I'm seeing Meet Toothless and Friends is 110 minutes. Pickup Swing Gliders, 140 minutes. There's no way I would ever get him to do that. So we would essentially be paying to come here to walk and look at cool scenery, which is awesome to do also because this park is beautiful. But so for this one day, we're going to use the disability pass. And I know that gets to be a bit of a controversy, but it is what it is. This is what works for us. And we're just wanting to take you on our journey so you can learn from our successes and our mistakes. And okay, I'm going to wipe that paint and we're going to start our day. Now we're headed to our first ride, which it's called Prior Drill, where you're going on Viking ship. And you get to shoot people with water, so he's going to love that. Getting ready. It says you may get wet.
Universal does not allow you to take any video on any of their rides, so unfortunately I won't be able to show any of our rides during the time in this park.
Yeah.
Is this a dragon's house? Dragons have houses?
No, they're more like pets.
Oh, they're pets to the Vikings.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to watch the movie apparently. Eli says he thinks this is a dental office for dragons because there's some gray teeth there and maybe they had cavities. But then I'm thinking if this is a dental office, then I'm real worried about these kinds of tools they got up in here. But I guess that's the size you would need for dragons. We're in line for Hiccup's Winged Gliders family coaster. We watched a YouTube video point of view so he can see what it was, and he agreed to go, which is a huge thing for him. So awesome. I'm excited to do an actual coaster, family coaster, but still will be fun. And we got tasked with a very important thing to help them track what the line time is. So excited to get to help. I'm in love with her bag. Two. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
You can do it. What would you say on a scale of 10? Really?
Wait, what's this?
A microphone.
Yeah, 10.
10. So was it scary?
A little bit, but that made it fun though.
Sometimes it's fun to be scared. Trying to find you. What's this camera?
Alright.
Don't make this sound. Okay, we'll try again. Can you get a little bit closer to the camera? There you are.
Get my baby back.
Well, we found a little playground. It's got some great sensory equipment. Your kids need to get out some energy. This is definitely the place to come. And I see a ramp for accessibility, so that's great. Okay, Eli, I'm going to follow you. So you just explore where you want to go, and I'm going to follow you. Can you fit? We found a nice quiet spot. He's going to sit for a bit, just take it all in, relax. We have finished up what we're wanting to do in the Isle of Birch, so we're making our way out. And I believe the next portal will be Harry Potter. It's getting a bit toasty out here, so we've switched to using our new umbrella to help block out the sun, and we'll keep going.
Yeah,
and we'll see how that works.
Yeah, we don't want this to be the pukes.
Yeah, he has a thing where if he gets too overheated, he gets migraines and he throws up, so we don't need that today. Now we're walking into the portal. Harry Potter. Beautiful. Oh, I see. I knew it was going to feel like we're just transported into a different world, and it absolutely feels like that. You can't see anything. You're on the other side from the other portals. It's blocked by trees and these buildings. And now you can just, oh my gosh, look at that. It's just like we're in the movie. It's just beyond amazing. You have to be here to experience something like this. When I've seen videos of it, it's nothing like just being here. I told Eli I need to use the bathroom, and I found a sign that says toilet. I think it ended up in an alleyway. I think this might be a candy store.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Watch out, watch out. Frogs, gummies. There's so much detail to everything. You just want to pull up a chair and sit and look at everything. Look at the spider. Be just something to look at. Some of this you need the wand and you can do tricks and stuff. We're now in search of butterbeer. You have to have that when you come to Harry Potter. And they have frozen butterbeer here too. Be ready for some cold butterbeer.
Here you go.
Oh!
It's cool.
That hits the spot.
What does that mean?
That means it was just what you wanted.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think you like it.
Like you see, this is where you choose your wand.
So which store is this?
This is where people can come and choose their wand if they want to do all the little tricks that they can do throughout the park. It has to be a very personalized wand for you. Some people will hold it in their hand and just pick the one that feels right for them. We just got mine for our Harry Potter ride. Honestly, I don't even know which one this is. Since I've got a show starting at 2:15. I think it's Ministry of Magic.
Counts of pages.
Well, that was lovely. I feel like we just got to see a little mini Broadway show. Eli, that kind of reminded me of when we saw Stranger Things in New York, didn't it? With the big sets and everything. That was definitely worth our time. Well, we're ending our time here. Unfortunately, we're not going to do any rides here. The ones he's interested in, even with Express, there's too long of a wait for him. But we got to see the show, so that was really awesome. So now we're on to Dark Universe, and he is ready to get a snack. This giant building here. We don't know what this is. This is so weird for me to come to a theme park that I really know nothing about. I've never been to a brand new theme park before, and so I'm really just blindly walking through things. I research some things ahead of time, but it's just really hard to know until you get there and experience it, which is kind of frustrating, but then exciting at the same time for the adventure of all of it. But also hard when you have a person with autism who kind of needs to have everything cleaned up. What a cool entryway for a restaurant on the Blue Dragon. We've made it to Dark Universe. I'm all things dark and creepy, so this will be my spot. Frankenstein's catacombs. Yes. Loving this. Someone was in there and it looked like it escaped. And we just might come across it. We're into Darkmoor. Oh, I see the castle. Oh, look, there's a torture device right in the middle. That's very inviting. Monster makeup experience. We found a restaurant. Just the right ambience for something called Dark Universe. There's so much to look at this restaurant. But I've just been walking around and enjoying all the artwork and the set decor. So if your kiddo only enjoys chicken fingers and fries, then this restaurant in Dark Universe is your spot. And he won't eat the grapes that came with this kid's meal, but I will. And the fries are seasoned, which is his favorite. This is the Monster Makeup gift shop. I could just spend all day in here looking at all things. Look at that little Frankenstein. Dracula's got a little pet cat. If you want to do the monster experience, they have that here. Oh, Frankenstein and his bride. Found the invisible man. He's not so invisible. Now we're headed to what I have been waiting for the entire time. We're going into Frankenstein's castle for the dark ride. It's happening. We're going in. Keep going. It's just because it simulates being high, but you do not go up high.
right, Eli. So what did you end up thinking about that?
It was awesome.
You were so worried, but it ended up being okay.
Yeah.
I don't think any other ride we could do today would be any better than that one. I could do it 20 times in a row. There's so much to see, and you get up close to these creatures. So this is give you an idea of what a kid's meal would be like. This is a pulled pork sandwich, slider, although this is a full-size sandwich, watermelon slices, and cocoa cup fries, and this was $10, which I think this is very fair for theme park prices. Also got a side of smoked cheddar biscuits with butter. This is where we just ate in a barbecue. It was really amazing. The Oak and Star Tavern. Highly suggested. We just finished with that ride. It was a little jerky, and it was cool that the track keeps looking like it's broken, so you don't quite know where you're going, and that gives you a surprise to the ride. So I appreciated that. That was really fun. Did you enjoy it, Eli?
Yes.
Yoshi's Adventure. This is just a drive-through like the People Mover. You'll really like this one. Let's go get in line.
Oh yeah.
So where should we go next, Eli?
Over there.
Up the stairs? All right.
Alright, we'll wait outside.
So he's a bad guy, right?
Oh yeah, the main villain actually. So we're in like Bowser's castle.
Bowser has a castle that he lives in.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty good if you're a bad guy and you get your own castle.
Yeah, they look like this. Hey look, it's a piranha plant one.
Piranha plant.
Yeah, that's piranha.
Grab a hat for this. You got your hat? I don't know what the hat is for.
No.
Got a dial, you can tighten it in the back. There's a lot going on in here. Another doorway we're walking through. This is a really huge and long queue. We just keep going from one room to the next, which at least it's really interesting to look at all the different things in each of the different rooms. Almost to Tomorrowland. That was an awesome ride. So let's do Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge. This one's only a 10-minute wait, so that's definitely up our alley. It works with your kid. So it's 7 o'clock and I'm super shocked I've gotten him to stay at the park this late. And sorry, my face is close to the camera, but my microphone died. So we're going to go back to Dark Universe. I really want to see what it looks like at night. And I want the last ride to be that Frankenstein ride, Monsters Unchained, I think. So we're going to do that. And I hope I'm going to convince him maybe to go to Super Nintendo World just one more time so we can see that at night, and then we're going to call it a day.
Welcome to your life.
All right, now this is our experience to go back through, but at nighttime. He's just a little excited to go. Oh. Electrifying.
Chicken, since that chicken over
Oh,
there.
you're obsessed with that chicken fingers from the Dracula Steakhouse.
Oh yeah, we should go there again.
All right. Well, we got out to the ride and it's delayed again, and they said this time is an extended delay. So, unfortunately, I think we've hit the end of our time here at the park, and we're making our way to the front.
Full and we're right. Do you know this verse?
Well, we're making our way out of the park, but I love this. You wonder next which path to chart. The answer lies within your heart. Well, this ends our adventure in Epic Universe. It was all things epic. I know everyone says that, but it really was. Everything worked out great for us. We're really thankful that Universal let us be able to do the Disability Pass. We were able to do every single ride that he wanted to do. So, I mean, he had so many smiles. I hope that you saw that in the video. And he lasted until like dark, which is unheard of for him. So that lets me know he really had a great time. But Eli, this is the big question. Did you have enough of a good time here that maybe a few years down the road you'd want to come back again?
Yes.
Maybe when baby Dakota is a little bit more grown up and he can ride rides with you, would you want to bring him here?
Yes.
Okay, then we gotta start saving our money so we can come again.
Okay, bye.
Bye!